So welcome. Thank you for joining me. Go ahead and just find a comfortable seat. When you've arrived, let the eyes float closed. And take a really deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Take another really deep inhale here. And let all the breath go as you exhale, softening through the shoulders and the face. And just give yourself a moment here to fully arrive onto your mat, to fully arrive into your breath and into your body, to arrive fully present in this moment. I want to share a quote. This is by Mary Oliver that has just been giving me pause for thought and also a little bit of hope recently. And she writes, "No one yet has made a list of places where the extraordinary may happen and where it may not. No one yet has made a list of places where the extraordinary may happen and where it may not." What I love about this is that it's not just hopeful, but it's also just so beautifully open-ended, right? The extraordinary can happen anywhere. Could happen right here in this moment on your mat. Could happen in the most unexpected way and place later today. We just don't know, right? And the beauty of it is if we stay really open and really present in each moment, there is just limitless possibility for what might or might not happen. It's when we start to get really stuck in our own head and our own thoughts and the way things should be or the way we were hoping things would be, that we start to limit the possibilities, that we start to close our mind and our eyes to the extraordinary that might be there in that moment. So as you practice, see if you can simply stay present and stay really open to all the possibilities that might be there for you in that present moment. Bringing the hands into prayer at the heart center. Lightly lift your heart up toward the thumbs. Opening with 3 ohms. Om. Breathing in the vibrations of Om, letting everything else go. Let the eyes float open. As you inhale, sweep the arms out and up, really reach up, look up. Reach up and over to the right side. Keep that left sit bone anchoring down. And then see if you can reach a little bit longer through the left arm, but soften that left shoulder. Come back up through center. Reach up and over to the left, keeping that right sit bone anchoring down. And as you anchor that right sit bone down, reach a little bit longer through that right arm, lengthening the stretch through the whole right side. Come back up through center, twisting to the right. Tent up those right fingertips directly behind you. As you inhale, sit up a little bit taller. And then as you exhale, see if you can twist just a little more deeply here. Come back up through center, reach up, look up, twisting to the left. Right hand comes to that left knee. Press into the left fingertips to help you sit up even taller. And then see if you can twist a little more deeply, scanning your gaze over that left shoulder. Come back up through center as you reach up, look up. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Take a deep breath in here. And let all the breath go. Coming onto the hands and knees, stacking your shoulders right over the wrists, hips over the knees. Inhale for cow, tuck the toes under, lift the gaze, tip the tailbone up. Exhaling for cat, untuck the toes, rounding chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhaling for cow, tuck the toes under, really open wide across the collarbones. Exhaling for cat, press into all 10 fingers in the tops of both feet evenly. Inhaling for cow, really hammock the belly down, lift the gaze. Exhaling for cat, draw the navel in and up, drop the chin to your chest. Coming to a neutral spine, lengthen the right leg long behind you with the toes tucked under. And just start to rock back and forth a little bit here, opening up through the foot, beginning to open up through the back of the leg. And then stack the shoulders right over your wrists, spin that right heel down, reach the right arm up toward the ceiling. Anchor into the outer edge of your right foot. Reach that right arm long overhead, one long line of energy from the outer edge of the right foot through those right fingertips. And then circle the right hand and the right knee down to the mat. Reach the left arm out and up, opening the chest and shoulders to the left. Thread that left arm underneath the right, resting the left cheek onto the mat. Reach the right arm long in front of you, pressing into that right palm. Relax through the tops of the ankles and the feet. Try to even the weight out between the two legs. Take one more breath here, breathing right between the shoulder blades. And then slide that right hand back under the right shoulder. Reach the left arm out and up. Lower that left hand down to the mat as you inhale, come into cow. Tuck the toes under, lift the gaze, tip the tailbone up. Exhaling for cat, untuck the toes, rounding low back, mid back, and upper back. Coming to your neutral spine once again, lengthen the left leg long behind you. And then just start to rock back and forth here. Stay open across the chest. Keep the gaze just past the top edge of the mat. And then stack the shoulders over your wrists, spin that left heel down, reach the left arm up toward the ceiling. Really press the mat away with the right hand. Reach that left arm overhead. Try to wrap the right hip under you. Try to spiral the chest open toward the ceiling just a little bit more here. And then circle the left hand and the left knee back down to the mat. Reach the right arm out and up, opening the chest and shoulders to the right. Thread that right arm underneath the left, resting the right cheek onto the mat. Reach the left arm straight forward, pressing into all 5 of those left fingers. Try to soften the left shoulder away from the ear. Notice if you're gripping through the toes or grimacing at all through the face. Try to soften, fully present. Bring that left hand back under the left shoulder. Reach the right arm out and up, lowering the right hand down to the mat. Inhale for cow, tucking the toes under. Lift the gaze, tip the tailbone up. Exhaling for cat, rounding as deeply as you can. Really press the ground away with the hands. Coming to a neutral spine, tuck your toes under, and then just hover the knees about an inch off the mat here. Pause, come back to the breath. Stay open across the chest. One more breath in. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale forward to plank pose right away. And then measure where the hands and the feet need to be. Press yourself back to your downward dog. Try not to move where you shifted the hands and feet. And then start to pedal through your feet here, sending one heel closer to the ground and then the other. Maybe shake the head out a little bit. You can spiral the torso if that feels nice. Maybe sway the hips. And then gradually begin to find stillness. Pull up through the front of the thighs. Really reach the sit bones up and back. Gazing right between the big toes, and then spread the toes a little bit wider. Try to soften a little bit more through the shoulders and the face, anchoring into the thumbs and the forefingers even more. Beginning to move with your breath as you inhale, come forward to plank pose, top of a push-up, downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling forward to plank, shoulders right over your wrists, back to your downward dog, gazing between the big toes. Inhaling forward to plank, stay in plank pose as you exhale. Take one more breath in. Lower the knees, child's pose as you exhale. Really reach the hips back and down. Let the third eye, the center of your forehead, find the mat. Take a slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Deep, deep breath in. Let all the breath go as you exhale. One more breath here, breathing into the low back. And then as you exhale, softening through the low back. Inhale to come up to sit on the shins. Slide the fingertips back by the toes. Roll the shoulders open. Lift the heart. Lift the gaze. Huge, huge maybe. You lift those hips up off the heels. Yes. And then lower the hips down if you lifted them. Slide out to plank pose. Crown of the head reaches forward. Heels lengthen back. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, lower the knees, the chest, and the chin. Baby cobra, scoop the heart forward and up as you point the toes back and down. Downward dog as you exhale. Feel the sit bones reach up and back. Deep breath in here. Let all the breath go as you exhale. Slowly begin to walk your feet up to the top edge of the mat. There's absolutely no rush for you to arrive. When you're at the very top of the mat, soften the knees, let the weight rock forward. Think about resting the abdomen on the thighs more than anything else here. And then catch opposite elbows. You might find that the stillness is feeling like exactly what you need. You might want to sway the torso side to release any tension in the back body. Maybe you shake the head out a little bit. And then switch which elbows on top so you're holding the non-habitual way. And again, maybe the stillness is feeling like a release and you want to just settle into that stillness. Maybe you want to sway the torso a little bit or shake the head out. And then release the elbows. Keep the knees bent and the head heavy as you slowly start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Your head is the very last thing to arrive. When you have arrived, no rush. You'll shrug the shoulders up and back a few times. And just let yourself find stillness standing tall in Tadasana, mountain pose. Fingertips reach straight down, palms spiral forward. Drop your chin to your chest, circle the right ear to the right shoulder, and just pause here, breathing into the left side of the neck and the top of the left shoulder. And bring your chin back to your chest, circling the left ear to the left shoulder. Make sure it was just the head that moved to the left. And then bring your chin back to your chest. Bring the hands into prayer at the heart center. As you inhale, lift the heart up toward the thumbs. Exhale, lift the chin away from the chest. And just pause here, finding your breath, feeling your own 2 feet grounding down beneath you. As you inhale, sweep the arms out and up, catch opposite elbows overhead. Try to draw those upper arm bones back behind the ears, shimmy up out of the waist, and then just reach side to side here. Beginning to find a little more length and space through the side body. When you're even on both sides, come back to center, really shimmy up out of both sides of the waist. Start to lift the gaze, lift the chest. Release the elbows, fold forward over the legs. Let the breath and the head go completely. Inhaling to your flat back, lengthen the tailbone back, reach the crown of the head forward. Step the right foot back to your low lunge. Take a deep breath in here. Left knee is directly over the left ankle. Downward dog as you exhale. Backs of the thighs press toward the back edge of the mat. Inhale forward to plank. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling forward to plank, gaze past the top edge of the mat. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale forward to plank. Stay here as you exhale. Take one more breath in. Lower the knees, the chest, and the chin as you exhale. Baby cobra, scoop the heart forward and up. Really roll the shoulders open. Downward dog as you exhale. Relax through the jaw, spreading the toes evenly. Inhale your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee. Firm up through the front of your right thigh, nice and strong through your base, your standing leg. Lengthen that left leg long, square the hips off. Knee to the nose, get the shoulders right over your wrists, 3-legged dog. Step that left foot between the thumbs, physically scoop it up, take a second or third step if you need to. Lower that right knee down, untuck the toes, climb the hands up to the top of your left thigh. Shift the hips forward and down. Press into the hands to lift up out of the waist. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Reach the arms up to frame your face. Circle the arms back behind you, down, and then back up to frame your face. 2 more circles in this direction. Last time, just starting to open up through the shoulders. As you reach the arms up, lift up out of the waist, lift the heart and the gaze. Lower the hands down to the mat, tuck those right toes under, lift the right knee and thigh. Take a deep breath in here, get a little bit longer through the spine. Right foot meets the left as you exhale. Just let everything go, folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Sweep the arms out and up. Catch opposite elbows with the non-habitual elbow on top. And then shimmy up out of the waist, starting to reach side to side again. Grounded on both feet. Try to ease those upper arm bones back behind the ears just a little bit more. And when you're even on both sides, come through center, really shimmy up out of both sides of the waist, lifting the sternum, lifting the gaze, release the elbows, fold over the legs, let everything go, let the weight rock forward into the feet here. Inhaling to your flat back, lengthening as long as you can through both sides of the waist. Step your left foot back to your low lunge. Take a deep breath in here. Reach that left heel back a little bit more if you can. Downward dog as you exhale, shifting the weight into the legs. Inhale forward to plank pose. Downward dog as you exhale, just starting to move with the breath. Inhaling forward to plank. Take the entire exhale to bring you back to your downward dog.
Inhale forward to plank. Stay in plank pose as you exhale, nice and strong. Deep breath in. Lowering the knees, the chest and the chin, elbows point straight back as you lower. Baby cobra, keep hugging those elbows in as you lift the heart forward and up. Downward dog as you exhale, pressing your chest toward the tops of the thighs. Inhale your right leg up, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee, really try to kick your left seat with that right heel. Lengthening the right leg long, square the hips off, knee to the nose, shoulders come over the wrists, three-legged dog. Step that right foot between your thumbs. Again, physically scoop it up, take another step if you need to. Lowering the left knee down, untuck the toes, climb the hands up to the top of your right thigh. Shift the hips forward and down. This is the one time that front knee can go past the ankle. Lift up out of the waist, reach the arms up. This time, reach the fingertips forward. Circle the arms down, back, and up. 2 more circles in this direction. Last time, reaching the fingertips down, back. Pause as you reach up. Spiral the palms to face one another. Drop the shoulders down. Lower the hands down to the mat, tuck those left toes under, lift that left knee and thigh. Deep breath in here, get a little bit longer through the spine. Left foot meets the right as you exhale, releasing over the legs, letting the weight rock forward in your feet. Sweep the arms out and up, high prayer, reach up, look up. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Take a deep breath in here. And let all the breath go. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reach up, look up. Draw your prayer through the midline as you fold forward over the legs. Just let it all go here. Inhaling to your flat back, reaching nice and long through the spine. Step your right foot back to your low lunge. Deep breath in. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling forward to plank, lower straight down to the mat. One solid piece meets the ground. Baby cobra, really press into the tops of the feet as you lift the heart and the gaze. Lower the forehead down to the mat, tuck the toes under, press up to plank pose. Downward dog as you exhale. Take a full breath here, fully present in this moment. Not closing yourself off to what the possibilities might be. Reach your left leg up, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee. Lengthen the leg long, square the hips, knee to the nose, shoulders right over the wrists, three-legged dog. Step that left foot between the thumbs. Deep breath in, get nice and long through the spine. As you exhale, straighten that left leg as much as you can. Inhaling back to your low lunge. Exhale, straighten that left leg. One last time, inhaling to your low lunge. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Pause here for 3 breaths. Feel that left hip crease pull back and in. Get a little bit longer, especially through the mid and the upper back, so you're hinging more from the hips, rounding less from the back. And then rebend your left knee over the left ankle. Right foot meets the left at the top of the mat, releasing over the legs. Sweep the arms out and up, high prayer as you reach up, look up. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Draw your prayer through the midline as you fold forward over the legs. Let the breath in the head go completely. Inhaling to your flat back. Try to get your chest parallel to the ground. Step the left foot back to your low lunge. Deep breath in here. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling forward to plank. Slowly lowering straight down to the mat. Both shoulders and hips meet the ground at the same time. Baby cobra, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Lower the forehead down to the mat, tuck the toes under, press up to plank, strong and steady. Downward dog as you exhale. Take a full breath here, deep, deep inhale. Let all the breath go as you exhale. Reaching the right leg up, three-legged dog with that right leg. Open the hip, bend the knee. Lengthen the leg long, square the hips, knee to the nose, shoulders right over your wrists, three-legged dog. Step that right foot between your thumbs. Take a deep breath in here, get nice and long through the spine. As you exhale, straighten the right leg, relax the shoulders. Inhaling to your low lunge, bend the right knee directly over the right ankle, straighten the right leg as you exhale. One last time, inhaling to your low lunge. Exhale, straighten that right leg, pausing here, dropping back into the breath, into the present moment. Right, the extraordinary might live right here in this moment as you're stretching your hamstring. Who knows? Stay open to all the possibilities. Rebend that right knee over the right ankle. Step the left foot up to meet the right, folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Sweep the arms out and up, high prayer, reach up, look up. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Take a full breath here, deep inhale. Let all the breath go as you exhale, just clearing out the residue of whatever is not serving you in this moment. Sitting into chair pose, Utkatasana. Let the weight shift back into the heels, soften the shoulders and the heart. Can you sit a little bit lower, stronger through the legs and the core? Fold over the legs, let all of that go. Inhaling to your flat back, and then fold back over the legs. Tent up the right fingertips in front of your big toes. Bend your right knee, straighten the left leg as much as you can. Reach the left arm up toward the ceiling, finding your twist here. Make sure you can see your left thumb in your peripheral vision so you're not opening past the shoulder here. Lower that left hand down, tent up the left fingertips in front of your big toes, bend your left knee, straighten the right leg as much as you can. Reach that right arm up toward the ceiling, spiraling open toward the right. Relax the shoulders and the face. Try to reach a little bit longer through that right arm if you can. And then lower the right hand down, release over the legs. Inhale to your flat back, lift your upper back toward the ceiling just a little bit more. Step the right foot back to your low lunge. Left foot meets it in plank pose, top of a push-up. Deep breath in here. Lower halfway down as you exhale, Chaturanga. Upward dog, come onto the tops of the feet, thighs and knees hover off the mat. Downward dog as you exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Deep, deep breath in. Let everything go as you exhale. Inhale, reach the right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your thumbs. Warrior two right away. Spin that left heel down. Cartwheel the arms open. Reaching long underneath the arms, gazing over the front fingertips. As you inhale, straighten the right leg, reach up, look up, flying warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten that right leg, reach up, look up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Last time, inhale, really reach up, lifting up out of both sides of the waist. Back to warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach all the way up and back, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel your hands into a low lunge twist. Left hand touches down, spin to the ball of your left foot, reach that right arm up toward the ceiling. Reach the right arm overhead, circle the hand down to the mat, step to plank pose. Lowering chaturanga halfway down. Upward dog as you inhale, really press the mat away with the hands, open through the shoulders. Downward dog as you exhale. Deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Reach your left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your thumbs. Warrior two. Spin that right heel down as you cartwheel the arms open. Take a moment to really anchor down, especially through that back foot. And then as you inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up, look up, lifting up out of both sides of the waist. Back to warrior two. Inhale, reach up, look up, grounded on both feet. Warrior two, look over those front fingertips. Last time as you inhale, straighten the left leg. Feel the inner thighs hug in toward the midline as the palms press together. Warrior two, bending that left knee over the left ankle. Flip your left palm, peaceful warrior, reaching all the way up and back. Nice long stretch. Cartwheel the hands into your low lunge twist. Reaching that left arm overhead. Circle the hand down to the mat, step to plank pose. Lowering chaturanga halfway down. Upward dog as you inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. Take a slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Inhale forward to plank. Stay here as you exhale. Deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. One more breath in, fully present. Don't check out on me. Lower the knees, child's pose, hips to the heels, third eye, center of the forehead finds the mat. Take a slow, deep breath into the entire back body. As you exhale, soften through the hip creases, just let the low back release. Come to sit up on the shins, slide those fingertips back behind you, roll the shoulders open, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Again, you are welcome to stay seated on those heels. Maybe you lift the hips up off the heels. Keep rolling the shoulders open. And lower the hips down if they lifted. Come out to plank pose, strong and steady. Lowering chaturanga halfway down. Upward dog as you inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale, lifting up high onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, gaze forward right between your thumbs, and you can either walk or hop to where your gaze is. Flat back when you've arrived, lengthening long through the spine. Release over the legs, let the jaw relax, let the toes relax, really let the head go here. Sweep the arms out and up, high prayer, reach up, look up. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Sitting into chair pose. Utkatasana. Bring the hands into prayer at the heart center. Lift your heart up toward the thumbs. Twisting to the right, hook that left elbow outside of the right thigh. Lift the heart toward the thumbs. Come right back through center. Twisting to the left, hook that right elbow outside of the left thigh. Right knee and hip are pulling back. Come back through center, lift the heart up toward your thumbs, lift the arms to frame your face. Fold over the legs, let all of that go. Inhaling to your flat back, reaching nice and long through the spine. Step the left foot back to your low lunge. Right foot meets it in plank pose. Lowering chaturanga. Upward dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep, deep breath in. Let all the breath go. Reaching the right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your thumbs. Warrior two, cartwheel the arms open, spin that left heel down. Three flying warriors, inhale, straighten the right leg, reach up, look up, back to warrior two. Inhale, reach up, look up, exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale, straighten that right leg, reach up, look up, keep the legs straight, just tee the arms. Shift the hips toward your back foot, reach longer through the right side, triangle, Trikonasana. Right hand finds the right shin or ankle, left arm is reaching straight up toward the ceiling. Allow the upper back and the back of your head to fall toward your back body just a little bit more. Actively anchor into your back foot. Reach that left arm overhead, just deepening the stretch through the whole left side body. Peaceful warrior, bend your right knee, reach all the way up and back. Side angle, Parsvakonasana. You can bring your right forearm to the right thigh. Maybe bring the hand inside of the foot, yogi's choice. Reach long through that left arm. Actively press into the left foot. See if you can lift up out of the right side of the waist just a little bit more and then spiral the right side of your rib cage toward the ceiling. Circle that left hand down to the mat, spin to the ball of your left foot as you reach the right arm up toward the ceiling for your low lunge twist. Reach that right arm overhead, circle the hand down inside of your right foot. Walk the hands to the left as you straighten your right leg, coming into a wide straddle. Turn the toes in just a touch more than the heels. Let the weight press into the outer edges of the feet and then rock the weight forward in your feet. Let the crown of the head drop heavy toward the mat. Sit bones lightly lift toward the ceiling. Circle the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. As you reach your knuckles lightly toward the ceiling, let the crown of the head drop even heavier toward the ground. And release the hands toward the mat. As you inhale, sweep the arms out and up, high prayer, come all the way up to stand. Turn the heels in and the toes out, find your squat, cactus those arms. Check that the knees are right over the ankles and middle toes, so that might mean shortening the stance or turning those toes in a little bit more. Bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. You're going to drop the right shoulder down as you look over your left shoulder. Use that right hand to gently press the right thigh open. Come back through center. Drop that left shoulder down as you look over the right shoulder. Use the left hand to gently press that left thigh open. Come back through center. Stack the shoulders over the hips, cactus those arms once again, fully present. Pivot to face the front of your mat in a high lunge, so spin to the ball of your left foot. Reach the arms up to frame your face as you inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Draw that left knee up toward your chest, come all the way up to stand, really pull up through the standing leg. And then cross the left ankle over the right thigh, making a figure four shape. So come back into that chair pose with your standing leg. Lift the heart up toward the thumbs. Actively flex your left foot. Don't check out. Allow for the wobbles and bobbles if the balance is feeling a little all over the place. It's okay. Come back up to stand, draw that left knee up, reach the arms up, float back to your high lunge, lift the heart, lift the gaze, lower the hands down to the mat, step back to plank pose. Everybody take a deep breath in. Lower straight down to the mat as you exhale. Baby cobra, lift the heart and the gaze. Press back to child's pose as you exhale. Take a deep breath in here in child's pose. Let all the breath go. Inhale, come up to sit on the shins, slide the fingertips back, roll the shoulders open, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Maybe you lift the hips, maybe you don't. Lower the hips if they lifted, come out to plank pose, strong and steady, lowering chaturanga halfway down. Upward dog as you inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog as you exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling the left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between the thumbs. Warrior two, spin that right heel down, cartwheel the arms open. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up, look up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, lengthen the legs, feel those inner thighs hug in as the palms press in. Back to warrior two, look over the front fingers. Last time, inhale, reach up, look up, keep the legs straight. Tee the arms. Shift the hips, reach as long as you can through the left side. As you come into triangle, notice the moment where you want to start pitching forward of that left thigh. As the left hand touches down, try to keep the left side of your rib cage stacked over that left thigh. Reach up a little bit more with that right arm. And then start to reach the right arm overhead, one long line of energy through that whole right side. Actively press into the outer edge of that right foot. Come back up to stand, peaceful warrior. Bend your left knee, reach all the way up and back. Side angle, Parshvottanasana. Maybe the left forearm comes to the left thigh. Maybe you bring the hand inside of the foot, yogi's choice. Wrap that left hip under you. Actively press into the outer edge of the right foot and then lift that inner right thigh. Lift up out of the left side of your waist. Relax the shoulders. Circle that right hand down. Spin to the ball of your right foot. Reach the left arm up toward the ceiling. Low lunge twist. Reach the left arm overhead, circle the hand down to the mat inside of the left foot, walking your hands to the right as you straighten that left leg, finding your wide straddle, Prasarita Padottanasana, toes turn in just a touch more than the heels. Let the weight rock forward, let the crown of the head drop, and then circle the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers the non-habitual way, other thumb on top, other pinky on bottom. As you reach your knuckles toward the ceiling, let the weight rock forward in the feet and let the crown of the head drop a little bit more, pulling up through the inseams of the legs and through the fronts of your thighs. And release the hands back to the mat. As you inhale, sweep the arms out and up, high prayer. Come all the way up to stand. Turn the heels in and the toes out, cactus those arms. Stay strong through the upper body as well, adjusting your stance so that shoulders are over hips, knees are over ankles. Bring those hands to the thighs. Drop the left shoulder down, look over the right shoulder. Gently use that left hand to press the thigh open a little bit more. Come back through center. Drop the right shoulder as you look over the left shoulder. Gently press that right thigh open. Come back through center. Stack shoulders over hips. Cactus the arms. Maybe sit a little bit lower. Maybe the extraordinary lives in this moment. Who knows? Limitless possibilities when we stay present, when we don't check out, when we don't start expecting or hoping that things will be different than what they are. Pivot to face the front of your mat in your high lunge. As you inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Draw that right knee up toward your chest. Really pull up through your standing leg. And then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Hands come into prayer at the heart center. Sit the hips back and down. Lift the heart forward and up. Actively flex the right foot. Breathing into that right hip and thigh. Finding the strength and the balance on that left leg. fully present with whatever is for you in this moment. It's all okay. And slowly come back up to stand. Draw the right knee up, reach the arms up. Step back to your high lunge. And then lower the hands down to the mat. Step to plank pose. Deep breath in. Lower straight down to the mat as you exhale. Baby cobra, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Child's pose, balasana, hips to the heels. Third eye, center the forehead to the mat. Slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Come to sit on the shins. Slide the hands back by the toes. Roll the shoulders open. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Maybe lift those hips up off the heels. And then lower the hips down. If they lifted, it's okay if they didn't lift. Come out to plank pose. Strong and steady here. Lowering halfway down, chaturanga. Upward dog as you inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog as you exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Deep, deep inhale. Let everything go as you exhale. One more breath here. Pull up through the front of your thighs just a little bit more. Reach that right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your thumbs, warrior two. Cartwheel the arms open, spin that left heel down. Inhale, straighten the right leg, reach up, look up, keep the legs straight, tee the arms, shift those hips, reach long, long, long through the right side as you come into triangle, Trikonasana. Right away, reach that left arm overhead, press into that left foot. Lift the right arm to frame your face. Rise on up to stand. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Flip your front palm. Reach all the way up and back. Side angle. Parsvakonasana. Maybe the forearm stays on the thigh. Maybe you go a little bit deeper the second round if you didn't bring the hand to the floor the first round. Circle that left hand down. Low lunge twist. Reach the right arm up as you spin to the ball of your left foot. Reach that right arm overhead, circle the hand down, walk the hands to the left as you straighten the right leg, finding your wide straddle, Prasarita Padottanasana. And then bring the right hand to the left ankle or shin. Press into the outer edge of your right foot even more. Reach that left arm up toward the ceiling, finding a twist here. Come back through center. Left hand to the right ankle or shin. Lift your left hip crease toward the ceiling a little bit more, and then lift that right arm up toward the ceiling. And lower the right hand down. Come through center. As you inhale, sweep the arms out and up. High prayer, turn the heels in and the toes out. Cactus those arms. Pivot to face the front of your mat in your high lunge as you inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Draw that left knee up toward your chest, figure four shape. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Hands come into prayer at the heart center. Come right back up to stand. Draw the left knee up, reach the arms up. Step back to your high lunge. Lower the hands down to the mat. Step to plank pose, lowering chaturanga halfway down. Upward dog as you inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog as you exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Reach the left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your thumbs, warrior two. Cartwheel the arms open, spin that right heel down. Inhale, straighten the left leg, lift up out of the waist as you reach up. Tee the arms, legs stay strong and lengthened. Reach those hips toward the right hip, reach long through the left side, triangle, Trikonasana. Wrap that left hip underneath you. Reach the right arm overhead. Lift the left arm to frame your face. Rise up to stand, warrior two. Flip your left palm, peaceful warrior. Side angle, Parsvakonasana. Again, maybe the forearm stays on the thigh. Maybe that hand comes inside of the foot. Wrap the left hip under. You reach longer through the right arm. Circle that right hand down, low lunge twist. Spin to the ball of your right foot as you reach the left arm up. Reach that left arm overhead. Circle the hand down. Walk your hands to the right as you straighten the left leg. Coming into your wide straddle, Prasarita Padottanasana. And then bring the left hand to the right ankle or shin. Reach that right arm up toward the ceiling. Maybe you twist a little more deeply the second time around. Come back through center. Right hand to the left ankle or shin. Lift that right hip crease. Press into the outer edge of your right foot as you reach the left arm up toward the ceiling. Again, maybe you find a slightly deeper twist here. Come back through center. Inhale, sweep those arms out and up, high prayer. Turn the heels in and the toes out, cactus the arms, find your squat. Pivot to face the front of the mat in your high lunge. As you inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Draw that right knee up toward your chest. Figure four shape, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Hands come into prayer at the heart center. Open across the chest. Sit a little bit lower if you can. Come back up to stand. Draw the right knee up, reach the arms up. Float back to your high lunge. Lift the heart, the chin, and the gaze. Lower the hands down to the mat. Step to plank. Lowering chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale for your upward dog. Press the ground away. Open across the chest. Downward dog as you exhale. Deep, deep breath in. And let all the breath go. Inhaling forward to plank. Slowly lower straight down to the mat. One solid piece meets the ground. Baby cobra, lift the heart, lift the gaze, hover the palms off the mat. Circling the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Reach your knuckles back, try to lift the thumbs away from your seat. You can keep the feet grounded or lift the legs. That is your choice here. One more breath in, see if you can lift just a little bit higher. And release down to the mat, rest the right cheek down. If it feels good to sway the hips a little bit, sway the hips. And then bring the forehead back down to the mat. Walk those legs closer to one another and farther behind you. One last back bend here. Inhale, lift and lengthen everything away from the mat for Shalabhasana. Hands can stay by your sides. Maybe you interlace the hands once again, yogi's choice. Lightly lift the heart. Find the buoyancy. Try not to let this get heavy. Try not to check out here. Take one more breath in. And release down to the mat. Rest the opposite cheek down. Big toes touch, heels wing out. If it feels good to sway the hips a little bit, sway the hips. And then bring the forehead down to the mat, palms under the shoulders. Child's pose, Balasana, hips to the heels. Third eye, center of your forehead to the mat. Take a slow, slow, deep breath in. Fill the entire back body with breath. And let all the breath go, emptying out completely. Slowly come up to sit on the shins. Let the hips fall to one side. Bring the legs out in front of you. Coming toward the top edge of the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall open, and then have your heels pretty far in front of you, so you're making a wide diamond shape. Let yourself round forward, bringing the forehead toward the tops of the feet. The low back rounds and releases, those hips just melt open, the shoulders melt away from the ears. Take a moment to check in. How present are you in this moment? Stay with your breath. Try to stay out of the thoughts, out of the distractions that are pulling you out of here and now. There's nowhere you need to be. There's nothing you need to do or accomplish or achieve. You have everything you need in this moment, right here, exactly as it is. Slowly come on up to sit. You're going to draw those heels in as close to you as you can. Let the knees fall open. And then walk the hands back, lower onto your back here. Bring those heels a little bit closer. Cactus the arms out to the sides. Let the eyes float closed as you settle into Supta Baddha Konasana. Taking just a little breathing exercise before Shavasana. You'll take 2 counts to inhale and 4 counts to exhale, all in and out through the nose. Start by breathing in as deeply as you can. Let all the breath go. Slowly breathing in for 1, 2, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 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 1, 2, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop into a more natural breath. You are welcome to stay as you are for Shavasana. You're welcome to lengthen the legs long in front of you, feet flop open. Everyone bring the hands by your sides, palms face up, just let the shoulders melt open. Allow the back body to drop heavy into the ground. Allow the front body to lightly rise and fall with the breath. As you settle into that sweet stillness, allow the efforts of your practice to soak in. Remember that no effort, no matter how small or how large, is ever wasted.
No one has yet made a list of places where the extraordinary may happen and where it may not. Let your next breath be a little bit deeper. Bring some gentle movements into the fingers and toes. Bring the soles of your feet onto the mat, knees bent toward the ceiling. Gently roll to the right side into fetal position. Pressing into your top hand, come up to your comfortable cross-legged seat. Allow the eyes to close, allow the body and mind to find stillness once again when you've arrived. Joining the palms in prayer at the heart center. Sealing practice with one Om. The best within me bows to the best within you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.